Hello friends, welcome back to another video tutorial in Revit Architecture 2024 for beginners. I am architect Sonurai from Gladi Studio, and in this today video tutorial I am going to teach you how to create openings in Revit for walls, ceilings and roof and floors. So if you go to your Revit panel here and you can go to architecture, and then you will see these terms here, openings. So first one is by face, next one is soft opening, third one is wall opening, and fourth one is vertical, and fifth one is dormer. So dormer opening I have already discussed in the previous tutorials, how to create dormer opening for roofs, so you can refer that tutorial. So I will discuss these four. So first I am going to discuss about the wall opening. So how to create a wall opening. So we can create opening. So if you look at the definition of this wall opening, it cuts a rectangular opening in a straight or curved wall. So please make sure that it is just a rectangular opening, not a circular and any other forms in this tool. So this is just a rectangular opening. So you can create only rectangular opening or square opening by using this wall opening, and I will tell you another method how to create any other shapes like circular and curved or any pentagonal or hexagonal or any kind of shapes. So first I am going to create a wall here. So we will take any kind of wall, and I am going to level 1 and I will draw a wall here. So this is our wall, and I'm going to my 3D view. So this is our wall, and if you need to create an opening, so you can go to your plan view also, and you can create in 3D view also. So I'm going to click onto this, and then I'm going to select my wall, and I'm going to create an opening here. So you can see this is an opening, and you can view in 3D view. So this is our opening, and you can adjust this height by selecting this wall opening here, and you can adjust by this arrow here. You can increase or decrease the opening size here, and you can move back forth this arrow here marked, and you can also change these constraints here. So this is 7 feet 6 inches. So if I'm going to make this 10 feet and I'm going to apply, you can see this is become 10 feet. Base offset I'm going to reduce to 1 feet, and I'm going to apply. So you can see likewise you can create opening, and you can change this. So I'm going to make this as a 6 feet, and I'm going to apply, and you can simply drag and adjust your openings here. So this is only a rectangular opening or a square opening. So you cannot create any circular or any other form. So if you want to create any other forms, you can simply go to wall here, any elevation or 3D elevation here, and you can just select this, and you can go to edit profile. So suppose if you want to create a circular opening here, so you can simply draw this circle here by going to edit profile, and you can just finish this, and you can see this circular opening is created in a wall. And you can create any other forms also. So you can go to edit profile, and you can simply draw any other forms. So suppose I'm going to draw a interesting form here. So you can draw any other forms based on your design, and you can finish this. So you can see this is created here. So this is little near here to this opening. So you can just move this, and you can create any other forms by using edit profile in the wall. And for creating rectangular and a square, you can use this wall opening. So this is the use of this wall opening. And you can also create for curved wall rectangular opening. So you can create any curved wall here, and you can just find out, and I'm going to create a curved wall. And now I'm going to 3D view, and I'm going to wall opening, and I'm going to select this opening here, and you can see this is very easy to create a rectangular opening or a square opening in a curved wall also. So this is the use of wall opening. So next I'm going to discuss about how to create a vertical opening in a floor or a roof. So floor I already have drawn here, and I'm going to select on this vertical opening. It cuts a vertical opening through a roof, floor or ceiling. And next I will discuss about opening by face. So it creates an opening that is perpendicular. So this one is vertical and this one is perpendicular, so there is a slight difference. And now I'm going to create a vertical opening, and I'm going to select this floor here, and now I'm going to draw a pentagonal or hexagonal opening here. So you can see here. So if you'll go to this 3D view, you can see this is our opening here, and we can move this vertical opening in a floor. And if you'll go to edit profile, and if you create opening here by using edit profile also, so I'm going to just move this here, and I'm going to select this floor, and I'm going to edit boundary, and now I'm going to draw a shape here, and I'm going to finish this. So in this opening by vertical opening, you can move this to any other side of floor, but you cannot move this. You are required to again go to edit boundary, and then you can move this if you want. So this is the difference. So this is bit easier. So this is the vertical opening for floor, and now I'm going to create for roof. So again I'm going to create a vertical opening for roof. I'm going to select this roof, and I'm going to create a rectangular opening here. So this will be vertical. So you can see this is slightly offset. So I'm going to first cancel this, and I'm going to my top view here, and I'm going to select this vertical opening, and now I'm going to select this roof, and I'm going to draw a vertical opening here. So this is the vertical opening, and you can see this is vertical. So you can see again I'm going to show you another example of vertical opening. So we'll go and select again vertical opening here, and now I'm going to select roof, and I'm going to draw a circular opening here, just a small one, and I'm going to finish this, and we'll go to 3D view. So you can see this is not fully circular because it's a vertical, it's not perpendicular. So we'll understand this difference between these two terms here, vertical opening and opening by face. So now I'm going to again create the same shapes by opening by face. So I'm going to select this one, opening by face, and now again I'm going to select this side of roof, and again I'm going to draw a rectangular opening here, and I'm going to finish this, and again I'm going to architecture and opening by face. I'm going to select this side of roof, and I'm going to create a circular opening, and I'm going to finish this. And now we'll go to 3D view to understand the difference. So you can see this is fully circular here, but this is little elliptical because this is vertical opening and this one is perpendicular to the face. So you can see this is opening by perpendicular to the roof here, you can see, and this is one is a vertical here opening. So this is the slight difference between these two terms. So we have discussed vertical and by face and wall opening. So this one is soft opening. So for soft opening is used to create a vertical opening that spans multiple levels. So suppose if you are creating levels of a staircase in a multi-story apartment, and you are required to create openings in the all floors, so you can simply use this tool to save your time. Otherwise you are required to edit each floor on each level, so it will take more time. But if you will use this tool, it will save your time. So I'm going to show you an example. I have already drawn here some 5 level floors here, and I need to create a soft opening. So I'm going to select on shaft here, and now it is asking to select your floor. So again I'm going to create a shaft opening. Suppose I'm going to create an opening here, and I'm going to finish this, and now we'll go to 3D view and can visualize this. This is our opening, and you can see this is the shaft opening height here. So base offset is -1 feet, unconnected height of this shaft opening is 20 feet. So just take an opening till 20 feet here. So again you can change this. I'm going to make this as a 40 feet here. So this has taken to 40 feet. That means first, second and third floor, and this top floor is remaining here. So we can simply drag this arrow also, and you can create opening easily in this opening by shaft. And you can also select this shaft opening, and you can change the height here to adjust your shaft openings. So this is the about the openings in Revit. You can use this in your project. And this one, last one, is dormer opening, which already I have discussed in the previous tutorial, so you can refer that. So this was the tutorial for the today's class. In the next class we will discuss some more interesting topics in Revit. So thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Bye bye.